so the grinder still wasn't working, and this thing, I noticed it fell down into the thing because as I took it apart and I had the little spring on here, it wasn't like from the top side when this was on top, I'm pressing, I don't hear it click. So I'm like, okay, that means the safety bypass is not, it's not working. And the reason it wasn't working is because this fell down underneath here. So even though this spring was sticking up here, there was no click. So my little workaround that I'm gonna do, and it's at your own risk, is I'm just gonna do a safety bypass. And you can do it officially with professional materials, but what I have laying around, I'm gonna use this to press this down, and I'm gonna string through a little bag tie, and just to hold so that metal plate makes contact. So that way you don't have to press the machine down when you're grinding beans. Just don't put your finger in while you're working on it. I don't know that it would be recommended. It's definitely at your own risk, but at this point I'm tired of messing with it, and I know the machinery works, but this is my issue. I don't have a good soldering tool or a way to mount this and to be able to fit. Like, I would love to use a plastic tie and tie it up to this piece, but it just gets in the way. There's not enough room in there. So if you have a way to like mount this, but the thing is, you don't necessarily want it glued in there, and you don't want to glue this piece to this piece, because when you need to take it apart I don't think those are ideal solutions, but those are options as well. But I just don't think I need a safety bypass, because I've used this for a long time and I've never been like, you know what I want to do when I'm running the grinder? I want to open up the top of this and put my finger in there. Like, that would be retarded. And just not even mindless. Like, you can't even, it's not even a mindless error. It's just like, that would be willfully stupid. So I just don't see why there needs to be a safety bypass. So I'm going to go ahead, or safety. So I'm going to go ahead and bypass it. But again, your other option here, if you're having this issue, would be just to glue these two parts together, or use some kind of tie or mount that you'd still have space with. You can't take up any space on the top side though. Keep that in mind, because this piece needs to turn in there smoothly. So you can't have anything that sticks up on this side. And then on the bottom side, there's no room on the edge here. There's room on the inner part. So yeah, I mean, your options are very limited, but I'll let you see what I come up with. Okay, so I used the switch. I had it in place. It just fell out again down on the counter, but that was just to get this metal plate to push down, and I twisted a tie in there to hold that down. Now let's see if this works. If I plug this in, what we want to see here is we want to see that with that engaged, with the metal touching. Now remember, you can never put your finger in. We want to see if this thing runs. And it does, but now it's an on-off switch. I noticed that I had to hit it to turn it on and then let go. So I guess the cool thing about having that safety switch is, I guess if you stop seeing ground, you would normally let go of the top and then it stops. But then now the way it works is if you stop seeing grounds out, you're gonna have to press it again to stop it, which I'm fine with that. I'm tired of opening this thing up and having to figure out why this failed. I guess that's what I'm gonna go with. Again, not ideal, but that would fit down here. Now I don't have to worry about the switch, that falling down in there. Remember, I tried expanding this because I thought, oh, that would help the switch make contact, and it did, but eventually the problem is this thing fell down to the bottom. But yeah, every time you use it now, you have to hit it twice, on, off. Well, whatever. All right, so here's the moment of truth. Got it plugged in, got it put back together. I actually have beans in there, so let's see. Yep, it's working. And so just remember, you gotta keep an eye on it, and you gotta turn it off manually if you do the safety bypass. And remember, never put your fingers in there. I never do that, so not too worried about that. But I guess you could worry about this failing or something while you're in there doing something, but just make sure to unplug it then. And that'll get you grounds again. That'll get you back on your coffee schedule.